We are on the edge of a really big leap in artificial intelligence. And I'm not just talking about AI that can answer your questions. We're talking about AI that can actually get things done. So what does this next evolution of AI really look like? Let's dive in.
But before we can really look forward, we've got to understand the present. What are the engines that have been powering all the incredible AI tools we're already using every day, from ChatGPT to Midjourney? For a while now, the AI revolution has basically been running on 4 key engines. And the cool part is, each one makes the others more powerful, creating this incredible upward spiral of innovation. So first up, you've got sophisticated machine learning models. Think of these as the brains of the operation. Second, you need the fuel, which is just massive amounts of big data to train those brains. Third, there's the raw horsepower from the explosion in computing power, thanks to things like GPUs. And finally, the real game changer, the transformer architecture. That was the breakthrough that let AI understand not just words, but the context and meaning behind them.
Okay, so those 4 engines built the launch pad for what's coming next, but now a 5th engine is starting to fire up, and honestly, it's promising to completely change our relationship with AI. And that new engine, it's what we call AI Agentic Systems. This really marks a shift from passive AI that just sit there waiting for your questions to a proactive AI that can actually execute complex tasks for you.
So what exactly is an AI agent? I mean, how is it really all that different from the AI tools and chatbots we're already used to?
Right, so the first thing to get out of your head is that this is just a fancier chatbot. It's not. You should think of it more like an autonomous system. It's something that can perceive its environment, come up with a plan, and then actively carry out that plan to achieve a goal.
And the core formula for an agent is surprisingly simple. You start with a large language model as the brain, then you give it tools so it can interact with the world, browse the web, use an app, and finally, you give it memory so it can actually learn from its experiences and get better over time.
What this all means is that an AI agent isn't just a piece of software you give commands to. It's a lot more like having a skilled digital teammate that you can collaborate with to get real work done.
Okay, so that's the theory. Sounds pretty cool, right? But what does an AI agent actually look like in practice? Let's take a look at a fantastic real-world example.
So just imagine you live in a big condo building like this one. There are literally hundreds of pages of bylaws and rules. So trying to find a simple answer like, hey, when does the pool close, can be an absolute nightmare of digging through dense legal documents. Well, the solution here was just astonishingly simple. They took an AI model and, with just a single detailed prompt written in plain English, gave it a mission. Read all the condo's rules, understand them completely, and become an expert assistant for the residents.
And this was the result. A simple, super easy-to-use chatbot assistant. It's there, ready to help any resident, any time of day, with pretty much any question they could have about their building.
And just like that, residents can get immediate, accurate answers to all their everyday questions. The agent does all the hard work of searching and figuring out the documents, and it just gives you the information you need. No more headache.
So that little condo assistant, it's a hint of something much, much bigger. It points to this massive potential for productivity gains. Now, let's scale that idea up across whole industries.
Take customer service, for instance. The estimated productivity increase from deploying AI agents to handle queries and guide users is a staggering 40%. I mean, think about that. That means faster solutions for you and huge savings for companies.
And it's not just one area. I mean, look at these projections. Finance could see a boost of up to 50%, healthcare up to 35%, retail up to 45%. We're really talking about a major economic shift here. But look, with any powerful new technology, it is absolutely critical to keep a balanced perspective. We need to understand both its incredible strengths and its very real current limitations.
So here's the reality check. Agents are powerful collaborators that can scale up instantly. That's a huge strength. But their performance completely depends on the quality of the data they're trained on. They have absolutely no human common sense. And this is a big one. They can hallucinate, which is just a fancy way of saying they can confidently make up facts that aren't true. And that is a huge challenge we still need to solve.
Now you might be thinking, okay, this tech is just for big companies with massive budgets. But the amazing part is, you can start building with it right now, from your own computer. Yeah, that's right. There are now open source tools that let you download and run the core engine of an AI agent, that large language model, locally on your own desktop or laptop. You're no longer just a user, you can actually be a builder.
There's this fantastic tool called Ollama that makes it incredibly simple.
You just download the app, open your computer's command line, and type one simple command. The system handles everything else, downloading and setting up a powerful model for you to interact with. It's amazing.
And that brings us to the final and I think the most important question. We just saw a real-world problem get solved with a single, well-written sentence. Now that this incredible power is in your hands, at your fingertips, what problem will you solve?